You are wasting 8 hours every day, not because you are sleeping, but because you are sleeping unconsciously. While your conscious mind shuts down, your subconscious does not rest. It is waiting, waiting for instruction, waiting for direction, waiting for a blueprint. If you are not using that window deliberately, then your 2026 reality is being built by default, not by design. Joseph Murphy understood this, and he pointed to a very specific moment each night, the twilight state. A moment where effort disappears and impression becomes effortless. The old model of success was effort. Work harder, push more, outperform. But in today's landscape, everyone is working, everyone is optimizing, everyone is using tools. So, what becomes the advantage? Internal alignment. The subconscious is not a passive system, it is a 24/7 processing engine. It does not sleep, it does not pause. It continues organizing, filtering, and constructing patterns, even while your body rests. And this is where Joseph Murphy's principles become relevant again. Because in a high speed world, the ability to program your inner system is more valuable than reacting to the outer one. There is a moment every night right before sleep and another moment right after waking. In this state, your brain shifts into alpha and theta patterns, slower, quieter, more receptive. The critical thinking layer begins to soften and the subconscious becomes accessible. During the day, your mind filters everything. It questions, it resists, it analyzes. At night, it receives. But most people enter this state passively, scrolling, distracted, letting random content become the final impression. So, instead of directing the subconscious, they feed it noise. The key is simple: enter the state consciously. Slow down. Close your eyes. Let the body relax while the mind remains gently aware. This is the doorway. Once you are in that drowsy state, do not overcomplicate it. The subconscious responds to simplicity. Use short, clear affirmations, not paragraphs, not effort, just phrases. I'm already experiencing this. This is done. It worked out perfectly. Repeat them softly, mentally or quietly out loud. This is where even robotic affirming becomes powerful because in this state, repetition bypasses resistance. You are not trying to convince yourself, you are imprinting. Feeling matters more than logic. No intense emotion, just a quiet sense of naturalness. And if you use imagery, keep it close to your reality. Something believable. A scene that implies completion. The subconscious accepts what feels familiar, not what feels forced. Now, here is what most people don't realize. The moment you fall asleep, the process continues. Your subconscious begins working. It reorganizes. It connects ideas. It searches for alignment. Sometimes it solves problems. Sometimes it arranges interactions. Sometimes it shifts perception subtly. This is what many describe as the bridge of incidents, but it does not feel dramatic, it feels natural. Events begin aligning, conversations shift, opportunities appear ordinary, but they are connected. Sleep becomes a laboratory, a place where your mental blueprint is tested and refined. But this only works if you release tension. If you carry worry into sleep, that becomes the instruction. So before sleep, let go. No analysis, no replaying problems, just stillness and a chosen direction. What happens after you wake up matters just as much. The first 5 minutes of your morning are still within that receptive window. Do not immediately check your phone. Do not flood your mind with external input. Instead, return briefly to the same assumption, the same state, the same quiet knowing. This stabilizes the imprint. Throughout the day, your job is not to force outcomes, it is to maintain tone, calm, steady, non reactive. If something contradicts your assumption, recognize it as old. Do not engage. This is where most people break the cycle. They imprint at night and undo it during the day through reaction. Consistency is what turns a technique into identity. Over time, the process becomes effortless, not because you try harder, but because your subconscious has accepted the blueprint as normal. Your subconscious never sleeps, it is always building something, either by default or by direction. Each night is an opportunity, not to escape reality, but to design it. Joseph Murphy did not describe a theory, he described a window, a moment where effort disappears and influence becomes precise. Use it consistently, quietly, and allow your 2026 reality to be constructed while you rest. Let that settle.